talk to y'all who are older. Will you tell Adoy to come here? Tell Adoy to come here. Bailey. Now I'm talking to y'all older siblings who are upset with your parents and upset with your siblings, your younger siblings, because they got a better version of your parent. Will you please do as I asked you? I don't understand the discrepancy here. Why do you have that Kindle? Don't put nothing on that shelf. The only thing that needs to go on there is Derek's stuff. Alright?
I don't know what the Derek stuff is on.
No, that's Derek's jersey, that's Derek's football, that's Derek's controller, but nothing else goes there. Alright? Don't ever put anything on that shelf but his stuff. Shut my door and tell your sister to come here. I don't know if she gonna come. Anyway, I'm talking to you older siblings who got a beef with your parents and beef with your younger siblings because your parents were tyrants when they raised you. And you may even have beef with your parents as grandparents. I know for a while I had a beef with my dad because he's just like, I can't believe you're doing that to that baby. Come here, I want your voice.
Mom wants me.
Yeah, because I'm talking to the older sibling who has a problem with their parent or their younger siblings because the older sibling had a tyrant.
I already know where this direction is going.
Yeah, so because Michael asked for my help, and I was like, get somebody else to do it. And I was like, well, I've always known to wean your child and make them independent of you. Because remember, I always said, I'm not raising children, I'm raising adults. I've never said I was raising children. I've always been raising adults. And so, but my methodology with you was like, abrasive. And my methodology with your brothers and your sister got the in-between. But she still got it easier than you think?
Definitely.
Yeah, so I wanted to talk to, because there are siblings out here who have a problem with their younger sibling and have a problem with their parents because they changed their parenting style. And so for you, who seems to be okay with the change and actually champion the change, like, yes, this is the fucking mom I wanted. Can you say something to them to kind of flip that switch in their brain that, my language would be too harsh, but get the fuck over it. Your parents knew who they were when they raised you, and they did the best they could. Unless you had to.
I think it's more they didn't know who they were. Like, from my understanding, it kind of helped to kind of put you in a child's place. Like, that you didn't know what you were doing, and that it was your first time, and you didn't have any good examples, and you need somebody to tell you. Like I said the other day, yesterday really, a trying person is a good person. So you making changes, it makes me more comfortable, I would say. Because I know it's not you trying to impress the kids or you trying to,
It was nothing against you.
Right, it wasn't like
a personal attack.
Yeah, it wasn't like you were trying to one-up me, treating them better than you treated me. It's just, my time has passed. Not my time has passed, but my time in adolescence to have that mother is gone.
So do you think if I stopped mothering you and our mother-daughter experiences was what it was, and I started funneling this energy into your younger siblings, and think about the version of you that you would be, because you wouldn't be this version of you if I stopped nurturing you.
Definitely, I probably would have been.
Please shut my door.
The same exact way, as far as not really listening to you when I had my own decision. Like, now I'll consider my mom's point of view in my decision, but before it was kind of like separate. Like, I'll do what my mom says when I'm in front of my mom, but then when I leave, do what I want to do, or do whatever is available that my mom isn't suggesting.
Okay, so the defiance would still be there even though you were...
I feel like the nurturing, like I said, with my heart being in the situation, now I know if I do this disappoints my mom. If I do this disappoints, this is a bad image for my family. This doesn't portray who we are. Like, all these things that you start thinking about after. And that's how I also see, like, for you to change for my siblings, you're creating a different lesson plan, basically. Like, you're teaching them how to be different. Because I could have been.
Because the objective has been the same.
I would say.
I want excellence, period. Your way was, boom, 2 or 3 times and I got it. This methodology, like 20, 40 times and I got it.
To be fair, I think their methodology is going to be easier on them. And in the sense that they will do things for them and they probably won't become people pleasers. I feel like I am a people pleaser because of get it done. Like, not necessarily people pleasing to please people, but to please myself, to perform for people correctly the first or second time.
Within the standard that's been set for you.
So it's basically every single time I enter something, it's do what they say, how they say. And it's not because I truly want to do what they're doing or do what they say. I just want to get it done so I don't have any ridicule or backfire or any sort of extra.
Versus their version is they want to get it done in the first 2 or 3 times.
But they can't.
No, but they eventually will. It's just going to take me a lot longer to get that out of them. That I'm replacing train with get that out of them.
I don't mean now, but I'm saying current day, it takes them more than 2 times.
Yes. You, because of the fear, you performed faster. You got it quicker. They have the leisure of learning it in their way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now I give you the opportunity. So it was like, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Saying it the same way, the exact same way every time, just louder, more aggressively. Yeah. But I didn't change how I said it.
Don't sweep my feet.
Why do you always got to bring that one
don't
up?
Don't sweep my feet.
Because the one I was remembering
don't
was when we went to Muir Woods and you got in that bunker.
Oh, yeah.
And I wouldn't let you
I
out.
don't even remember that. Like, I remember being there, but I don't even remember being in the whole crying.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the times that I was, like, distressed, I don't remember. I do remember, like, the day, but I don't remember the moment me being distressed. Like, I honestly don't think I'm that dramatic. Like, when I cry, it's kind of just like,
Traumatized? Or you meant dramatic?
I said dramatic, yeah.
That's what you meant?
Yeah, as far as crying and being...
Okay. Presentation.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with you.
But in my head, it probably wasn't that serious. I don't know.
Well, no, because I don't remember a lot of my childhood either. And I wonder if it's a repression. And I was talking to one of my, an individual that I interviewed, and she was saying, I talked to her about my essay experience, and she was like, you probably repressed the memory.
Definitely.
And so now, we're having this conversation now with her telling me that, 2 days ago. So, yeah. Your childhood was so traumatic that you repressed it. My childhood was so traumatic that I remember a completely different childhood than everybody else. Like, I jumped timelines. My childhood was so freaking bad, you know. So if you can't remember your childhood, you probably know. I'm just theorizing, not you specifically. Yeah, if you can't remember your childhood, it could have been so traumatic that you remember the good parts. So you probably remember the good parts. And your brothers and sisters are going to remember their entire childhood, pretty much, because it's the good part. Right. You know, if we repress the bad parts and we keep the good parts, and I barely remember my childhood at all, what the hell was my childhood? You know, and not remembering my childhood, I do have points that I do remember. So why are those points significant?
Yeah, that is a good question.
But yeah, I just wanted you to, just speak to the older siblings who may have a type of feel a type of way, and you have to be that parent to your older child. Even if they're an adult, you got to figure out how to be that amazing parent that you are to the grandchild, that you are to the other children. You got to figure out how to give that child. If your child resents you, that's what you need to do. That's what she just said. She would have a problem if she never got to experience this mom, because she's 17 when this mom came in. If I was done raising her, she would not have that, but I continue to raise her. Therefore, she can now help me raise them. That's y'all's answer.